Hello and welcome back.
Oh well.
Oh, well, what are you going to draw for us today?
I don't. Well, since we were talking about inspiration last time, I figured we'd go with my inspirations this episode. So,
Yes, that is correct.
I didn't really have a lot of artistic inspirations,
Mm-hmm.
more stories, and
The
I guess
storytelling perspective.
yes, storytelling, storytelling.
Yeah, I mean that
uh,
still counts. I
yeah,
believe that still counts. So
I was more about I read a lot when I
yeah,
was a kid, so I was more about the story perspectives than actually like looking at art.
that's funny because I would draw the character first and it's like, all right, this guy's cool. He's going to be doing this, this, and this, and this. Oh wait, this is gonna happen, and this is how it's gonna store the world's gonna be, and oh, so you came up with the character first, their backstory first before drawing them. So you're the opposite.
Yeah, I have to have I can't just draw somebody like well, sometimes I can just draw somebody and then come up with a story based off whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to like my main when I do my comics and stuff like that and my video games, I have to have the story down before I start creating the characters.
Hmm.
That's that's just my process.
Oh, I see. So is this a podcast, or are you gonna draw something?
Oh my god. Well, okay. So, what got me into drawing, or what inspired me to start creating my own characters and
Yes.
stories
Yeah.
was I was a 90s kid.
Yeah.
Well, aging in the 20s,
Yeah.
2000s, there we go.
Yeah.
Uh,
The
so, like,
1920s.
I grew up watching a lot of Four Kids.
Yeah.
Uh, so, Four Kids, One Piece.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's what I was introduced
Exposed.
to, exposed to. That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
But the main one for me was Shaolin Showdown.
Oh, Kids WB, huh?
Yes, because WB.
Yeah.
So I'm going to draw one of my favorite villains from Shaolin Showdown.
Oh, what was that?
Wuya.
Booyah!
Wuya. She's
Booyah!
and
Not cursed form. The freed one.
oh yes,
So, what about Wuya do you like?
everything really. She's got these elf ears that are pretty cool.
Yeah.
um,
Elf ears are cool.
I don't know. It was I always seem to connect more with villains. Like even when I was a kid watching Disney movies, I liked the villains more
Yeah.
than than the heroes.
Yeah.
There's something about everyone starts off. Not everyone starts off evil. Like, no one's evil.
Mm-hmm.
No one's really truly evil.
Right.
It's about what they went through that got them to that point.
Yeah.
That I like hearing their stories.
Do you remember
Well,
any lines
yeah,
from
the freaking-
Booyah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember she yells at Jack all the time because he's an idiot.
But he can make robots.
Yeah, but have you seen everything else that he does?
Yeah. He's a bumbling fool.
He's a bumbling fool. Something I noticed about her, she's always standing on her tippy toes.
Well,
And that's something I always wondered about. She doesn't wear shoes.
yeah. Well, she's magical.
Yeah, she doesn't wear shoes, and she's always tiptoe.
Mm-hmm. She's a magical lady. Oh, she's a lady. Nice.
That was not planned.
So this Wuya character, right?
Yeah.
She
Do
was
you remember anything about?
a little bit. I remember she was a purple ghost with a mask on.
Yes, she.
Super Mario Brothers 2 mask.
The show takes place 1,500 years, if I remember correctly. It's like 1,500 years or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
After she had tried to conquer the world.
Yes.
And at the time, there was this monk called Dashi.
Mm-hmm.
And he defeated her and trapped her in this puzzle box,
Mm-hmm.
which we see her at the beginning of the series. Somebody, I don't remember who it was, an uncle or somebody gave Jack this puzzle box. Was it an uncle?
I don't know. I'm sure.
Well, he had gotten this puzzle box from somebody. I don't
Right.
remember. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But he'd got this puzzle box.
Mm-hmm.
And I really can't, I don't think he actually, like, solved it. I think he somehow accidentally solved it by throwing it.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I think he actually did solve it, honestly.
Right.
But then he thought it didn't work, and then he, like, threw it. Because I remember him throwing it for some reason. So Jack's the one who released her. And then he had no interest in helping her finding these items that she needed, called the Shenggong Wu.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at that.
And what?
Yep. Grandmaster Dashi.
Yeah.
And she's a Heilin witch.
A Heilin witch. So.
Wooden puzzle box, yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can remember without you looking things up.
Yeah. Right. But you're on the nail right there.
Okay. So the first thing she wants to do, she wants to use the Shenggong Wu to bring back Mala Mala Jang,
mm-hmm.
which is a demon that's created by obtaining some of these
mm-hmm.
I just said what they were called and I forgot.
The Shenggong Wu.
The Shenggong Wu. The Shenggong Wu. So he has no interest in this at first, but she somehow tricks him into it by promising him like riches or
yes,
power, things that witches do.
Mm-hmm.
But she had no intention of keeping her promise to him. She just wanted to get her power back.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. So he ends up helping her get these pieces, and they succeed in bringing back Mala Mala Jang, or creating him, and she pretty much just says, bye now, I don't need you.
Right.
And I can't remember if he helps them defeat her, but they do end up defeating Mala Mala Jang.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to talk and try to focus at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
But they do defeat Mala Mala Jang.
Oh yeah.
And she then after that,
mm-hmm.
Raymundo. I don't know if you remember those characters.
Yeah, it's Raymundo.
So it's Omi, Kimiko,
mm-hmm.
Clay, and Raymundo.
Yes.
So everyone got promoted to apprentice except for Raymundo.
Yes.
And he gets super sour.
Oh yeah.
And she was spying on them when this happened, and spying on him when he went off on tangent, or so Raymundo's all mad because everyone got promoted to apprentice except for him.
Yeah.
And he thinks that no one takes him seriously. He's all complaining to himself out in the field somewhere or something. That's what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And she hears him and she tries to use him against them, which she succeeds in doing. And this is how she gains her this form here.
Mm-hmm.
Is she gets Raimundo's help in getting the reversing mirror,
Oh yes.
and they also use the serpent's tail.
You're really good at remembering.
So they use the serpent's tail and the reversing mirror
Mm-hmm.
to give her form back.
Yeah.
And she pretty much succeeds in gaining her power back.
Yeah.
And they
That's a lot of
though
powers.
the warriors can't defeat her.
Yeah.
And later on, the warriors are imprisoned.
Mm-hmm. In some kind of prison.
Well, she has this power
Mm-hmm.
that she uses to summon these like golems.
Yes.
They were like rock creatures.
Yes, they were.
And like she creates this like castle or tower. So she's really, really strong.
Yeah, she's super powerful.
She's really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't defeat her.
Nope.
They couldn't. I did that eyedropper thing again.
Yep.
So that they couldn't defeat her, and then so Raimundo later on, he's like, I guess he feels bad about everything, and then he betrays her, and then they're able to defeat her with his help.
Yeah. So that was a nice little history lesson on Shaolin Showdown and Booyah.
Oh yeah, if you ever want to have a serious talk about it, I know a lot more. I just trying to draw. So, but that was my. I mean, I know you like to do your threes.
Yeah.
But I just kind of wanted to focus on my main inspiration because it really was Shaolin Showdown. Like I there are a lot of people out there that like don't even like never even heard of it. Yeah. But this is what I grew up watching. This is, we were a poor family.
Yeah.
We didn't have cable. It's at that time it was really entertaining for me.
Yeah.
It's, from what I was used to seeing on TV at that time, when you're watching satellite TV,
right?
You don't have a lot of things that are very action packed for kids, except for like you have Pokemon, and I remember we watched some Digimon, too. But this Shaolin Showdown's what kicked it off for me. That's when I started creating my own stories, and I was kind of like, I don't really know about this team of 4 that's fighting this huge group of villains. Yeah. Because if you watch it, it's not just Jack and Wuya. They have Chase come in. They have to deal with Mala Mala Jong. They have to deal with Hannibal Roy Bean, which sounds silly, but he's the plankton of Shaolin Showdown, except he actually accomplishes what he tries to do. Yeah. I was all about those villains. Yeah. So that's why I chose Wuya, because just something about her character where she's always mean to Jack at first, and then later on she realizes that she actually needs him, and she starts treating him nicer. Yeah. Because he's the only one that at the end he actually was helping her. Yeah. And despite how much he annoyed her, she needed him. Yeah. She treated him a lot nicer after everyone else was betraying her. Yeah. And she realized that Jack was the only one that was really helping her. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So then
remember that. Yeah.
she ends up going back to him
Yeah.
after being with Chase,
Yeah.
because she was with Chase, and then she ended up not liking being with Chase because they didn't treat her like
Like Jack did.
yeah. They didn't really they didn't treat her right, you know,
Right.
that she's using her powers to help them and everything, and they're treating her like I don't know, like lower class,
Yeah.
and she didn't like that she wasn't being respected,
Ah.
and she left and
The
went
feet
back to
kisser.
she went back to Jack.
Yeah. The foot's kisser, Jack. Yeah. Do you remember any of your drawings from that time? Any of your characters?
Uh, actually, yeah. Well, if I find them, we can post them too, because my mom had my mom has them somewhere because she saved all my drawings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, all those all she saves all my drawings. She has a bunch of drawings from when I was a kid. There, she has them somewhere. Um, the main point of this was to draw something from from my inspiration, and
Yeah.
that I did that. So Wuya from Shaolin Showdown, paying my tribute and respect
Yeah.
to those people who don't receive a lot of as much recognition.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with some other drawings.
Maybe have some more artist friends come in.
Yeah, we got some people that are coming and draw with us.
Yeah. Get their perspective on things.
We'll get some stories of their inspiration as well.
Yeah.
Probably a lot better than mine.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a lot.
Yeah.
You had a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
And me not so much.
Well, I'm older than you, so.
You have more experience.
Yeah. Okay. With that said,
We're just dragging this on. So
we'd like to thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want. I obviously do care.
I
love art. You love art. You love being a fan of something. I do too. And we'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too. Bye. It's phone conversation. And of course, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much.